What's up, guys? It's Christian Welch with the Fantasy Authority, aka Evil Empire FF on Twitter, bringing you another TFA Mock Draft Monday today. The strategy that I'll be showing you guys today is called Anchor RB. You may have heard it referred to as a modified zero RB before, or maybe hero RB. But nonetheless, this strategy is when we're going to take a running back extremely early and then load up on the other positions. We're probably not going to take a running back until the 7th or 8th round. After popping one, top 5 in the draft, and we're going to have a positional advantage at tight end. We're going to get a strong quarterback, and we're going to have a great wide receiver room. So let's go ahead and hop into this strategy. Again, we'll be using Fantasy Pros Draft Wizard. This is an excellent tool if you guys just want to crank out mock draft after mock draft after mock draft and not have to wait for other users to actually make their picks. So we're going to be looking at a half PPR league, snake draft, 12 teams. I'll be picking from the first position. I really feel this strategy is best employed if you're getting one of those extremely early picks. So if you know you're starting off with McCaffrey, with Barkley, with Dalvin Cook, this is a strategy I think will really work well for you. So we'll go ahead and get started. Christian McCaffrey is obviously the player we're going to start with, pretty much the unanimous number one in one QB formats. And then we have a pretty long wait here at little 212. So we'll see what shakes out. We'll look at the first and second round, and then we'll decide where we want to go. But again, this strategy is meant to be really strong at quarterback, tight end, and wide receiver, have that positional advantage everywhere except for really the RB2 position. Having McCaffrey is a tremendous start, but we're going to be really strong everywhere else too. So let's look at what happened. The draft board here. Christian McCaffrey, obviously, we took first. Then Cook, Kamara, Barkley, Henry, Zeke, Gibson, Taylor, Chubb all come off running backs for the first 9 picks. Tyreek Hill's the first wide receiver taken. Devontae Adams also in there. Diggs, Hopkins, Ridley, Brown, Jefferson. Looks like we'll still have the opportunity to take DK Metcalf, so I like that. So let's go ahead and hop over and look at who the suggestions are from the draft wizard for us to pick. Again, we're not going running back here. We've got our one anchor running back to start this off. So let's look over at the wide receiver position and also the tight end position. Those are the positions where I really want to gain a strong advantage. And I love what I'm seeing here. I'm going to go ahead and pop Darren Waller here. And then remember, we have back-to-back picks here at the turn. I'm going to go ahead and pop DK Metcalf as well. So strong start. We have Christian McCaffrey at running back. We have DK Metcalf at wide receiver, and we have Darren Waller at tight end. So just an incredible start, arguably the top player at each position. And then here we are at the 4-12, 5-1 turn. So 2 rounds have gone by in the very meat of the draft where a lot of studs are coming off. So we really got to look at the board. When you're picking at the turn, you never know what's going to happen in between your picks. So it's important to reset each time and really see what you want to do. Again, we're not going running back yet, but just to peek over here, who's available at running back? We got Gaskin, we got Davis, we got Hunt. Then, the rookies will start popping in, Etienne, Javonte Williams. At wide receiver, still liking what I'm seeing here. DJ Moore, Deontay Johnson, some strong guys here. We've already got Waller at tight end. Didn't look like Kittle or anybody slipped past us there. So, pretty chalk as far as we go here. I'm going to go ahead and go over to the quarterback position here and pop Dak Prescott. Again, because we are punting on running back for the next couple rounds, we want to make sure we have that extreme positional advantage at tight end, that extreme positional advantage at quarterback, and that our wide receiver room is just absolutely stellar. So let's go ahead and see who our best player available is here between wide receiver and tight end. Looking pretty unanimously that it's DJ Moore. So we'll go ahead and take DJ Moore here. So just to recap our start, we've got Dak Prescott at quarterback. We've got Christian McCaffrey at running back. Our wide receiver core is DK Metcalf and DJ Moore. And then we've got Darren Waller at tight end. So really liking what I'm seeing so far. Here we are now at the 6-12, 7-1 turn. And again, we still have 2 flex positions left as far as starters go. I do not want to worry about that second RB spot until we have absolutely got the strongest starting lineup that we can at the other positions. So at wide receiver, we're looking at the Steelers guys here. Looks like minus Deontay. So we got our choice between Chase Claypool and Juju, Robbie Anderson, Tyler Boyd. I personally like the Steelers guys better there. Brandon Cooks. So yeah, I'm probably going to end up taking one of these Steelers guys, most likely Claypool. But again, let's check the other spots. Dallas Goedert, Noah Fant at tight end. We'll go ahead and pop Chase Claypool here, add him to our wide receiver core. So we got one more flex spot left. Juju's the best wide receiver available. Let's peek over what we got at running back. There's Javonte Williams. So again, we're picking at the turn. If I do not take Javonte Williams here in the 7th round, we've got another 2 rounds to go, and I'm not going to like what I see past Javonte Williams. So I'm going to go ahead and take Javonte Williams here in the 7th round. So we went, 6 rounds without taking another running back. And look what that did for us. We've got Dak Prescott, a top 5 quarterback. We've got DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, just an incredibly strong young wide receiver core. We've got Darren Waller at tight end. I mean, we have positional advantages across the map here. If Javonte Williams actually comes in and takes that job from Gordon, I mean, what a strong lineup we have going on here. So, again, we have one more starting position left. So here I'm still wanting to go best starter available before I start building some running back depth. Michael Carter's a guy I like here, but hard to pass up on Laviska Shenault at this point. That'll give us a 4th wide receiver to put into our starting lineup. Hopefully Jacksonville's offense gets a little bit better. I think everybody's a little bit scared with some of the reports we've heard from camp and some of the things Urban Meyer has said, but Trevor Lawrence is an awesome talent. Hopefully that does well for the Jacksonville receivers. So here's our second pick here on our turn here at 9-1. So let's go ahead and look around and see what's available at this point. Quarterbacks thinned out. We're down to Tom Brady, Joe Burrow, Matt Ryan, Trevor's best available there. But again, we've got Dak, so not interested in the quarterback right now. Hop over to tight end. Here's what would be available for you if you had waited. Again, we're very happy to have Darren Waller at this point instead of, dipping into this pool here. Wide receiver, we're already 4 deep. We're looking really good with DK, DJ, Chase Claypool, and Laviska Shenault. So here's where I'm going to come back to that running back room. We didn't add a bona fide number 2 guy. As much as I love Javonte Williams, Melvin Gordon is still there. So let's build that depth behind Javonte to where we have as many dart throws as we can to have a strong running back too behind Christian McCaffrey. So let's go ahead and take Michael Carter here. Now we've got a long wait. So here comes another 2-round wait. That's the bad thing about picking on the turn. It's fun making those back-to-back picks, but man, that almost 2 whole rounds going by seems like a long time, doesn't it? So running backs, looks like Devin Singletary is going to be the best one available for us right now. Wide receiver, Corey Davis, best available. So here's where the draft is kind of thinning out. And I'll usually click over to the cheat sheets, hide the drafted players, and expand this thing out a little bit to where, my personal rankings may differ from this ECR on Fantasy Pros quite a bit once we're getting this late. So with us having Dak, I'm really not interested in taking another quarterback. With us having Darren Waller, I'm really not interested in us taking another tight end. So here I want as much upside at running back and wide receiver as I can, with a priority being on running back. Again, we've got that rock, that anchor, that hero with Christian McCaffrey, but behind him, we have some upside rookies. We don't have that guaranteed number 2 back. So again, let's get those dart throws. Looking at what we have here at running back, you got Devin Singletary. Looks like Zach Moss is gone already. So you may have a guy with a 50-50 share right here with Singletary in Buffalo. Beyond that, you got Murray's really a Kamara handcuff, Cohen, McKissick, good pass catchers. Madison, again, one of those premier handcuffs. James White, the ultimate floor guy. You're getting a couple catches. For me, Devin Singletary is really standing out here as the only guy I see that can really have like a true 50% load of these guys. So I'm going to go ahead and take Devin Singletary, make him another dart throw for us in the running back room. And let's see what we got here. Wide receiver, I like some of these guys in this area. So Michael Gallup's a guy that I think has some serious upside in that Dallas offense. We do have Dak Prescott, so I like that. If something was to happen to Amari Cooper or CeeDee Lamb, we have a potential nice stack there with Prescott and Gallup. I like Jalen Reagor to bounce back this year. I think I took him in my last mock draft Monday draft. So just to change it up a little bit, we'll take Michael Gallup here, especially having Dak, just in case we have that stack opportunity for any reason. So here comes another 2-round wait for us. We still have 3 bench spots to fill out before we take our defense and our special teams. Kind of recapping what we got again, we're set with Dak and Darren Waller. We're not going to take backups at those spots unless the value is just screaming at us. At running back, we've now got Christian McCaffrey, Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, and Devin Singletary. At wide receiver, we have DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, Laviska Shenault, and Michael Gallup. So again, this late, we're completely shooting for upside. So let's see what the suggestions are. There's Darnell Mooney, 64% that he's the best available on wide receivers. Rashad Penny, 50% on running backs. I like Darnell Mooney a lot better than I like these running backs here. Let's hop back over to the cheat sheet and look at who we'd be taking Mooney over. See, for me, I can't take Mooney over Rashad Bateman. I feel Rashad Bateman is truly the wide receiver one on Baltimore already. Darnell Mooney will never be that in Chicago with Allen Robinson there. Maybe even if Robinson wasn't there. To me, Mooney is a wide receiver two at absolute best, and I think Bateman is already the number one guy on Baltimore. So here I'm going to go Bateman. I just love the upside of he becoming, Lamar's guy, the absolute alpha there. Let's see. Let's find some more upside here. In the running back room, I am going to handcuff Christian McCaffrey. We have so much invested in him as our number one overall pick, the only running back we took for 7 rounds. I will take Chuba Hubbard with our last bench spot, so I know I'm going running back there. He will be there the next round. So, again, I'm really just looking at, with all these players that I'm looking at here, who has the absolute highest upside. Over here, here's Elijah Moore. I love his opportunity with the Jets, and even if it doesn't get to that, his trade value is through the roof right now. He's a guy that I'll take this late. First wide receiver injury I see pop up in camp, I'm going to try to offer him to the owner that lost that player. And with his perception in the community right now, you'll probably be able to package him and get a nice trade. So I like the value that he carries, and I also love him as a player. So I'm going to take Elijah Moore over these running backs here, again, because I know I'm going running back with our last bench spot, taking Chuba Hubbard to handcuff Christian McCaffrey. And then we'll take our defense and our kicker, and we'll see what Fantasy Pros thinks about this draft. So the best defense available for us is going to be the Washington football team. Absolutely love that defense. Who doesn't like Chase Young? Hard not to like that guy. And then we'll go ahead and grab our kicker here, and we'll recap this thing. So Justin Tucker, nice. I never get a kicker that good in these things. So maybe the good kicker will get us an A score here from Fantasy Pros. They didn't like my robust RB one. I got, I think, a B or a B minus for it. Let's see what we get. Oh, looks like I messed up and forgot to take Chuba Hubbard. So hopefully he's still there for me before I took my defense and my kicker, but I may have messed that up and left Chuba behind. No, there he is. I would have taken him absolutely before my defense and kicker, but just missed there. But hey, 88 out of 100. And let's look at this team. So, again, Dak Prescott at quarterback. I fully expect Dak to have a top 5 season. The guy was on pace to throw for almost 6,000 yards last year when he went down. At running back, we have Christian McCaffrey and Javonte Williams at starter. Again, Javonte may not be the starter out of the gate, but I have no doubts that he'll be the starter by the end of the year. DK Metcalf, DJ Moore at wide receiver. Darren Waller at tight end. I mean, that is just nuts pass catchers, in my opinion, right there. Some second-year wide receivers there, Chase Claypool, Laviska Shenault in the flex. Washington football team, Justin Tucker, a defense and kicker. And then let's look at the upside that we added on the bench. We got Michael Carter, potential starting rookie running back for the Jets. Devin Singletary, not a sexy name, but again, potential starter for the Bills. Michael Gallup, with Dak, we have a potential stack there if anything happens to Lamb or Cooper. If not, Gallup's still pretty productive being the third guy there. Bateman and Moore, the rookies that just have, incredible upside to lead their team in targets. And then again, Chuba Hubbard just as a little insurance for our 1-1. We're so invested in Christian McCaffrey as the workhorse of our running back room. We saw last year with Mike Davis that even his handcuff can be pretty productive. So, there's no reason we wouldn't take Chuba Hubbard in the 16th round with as much as we have invested in Christian McCaffrey. So there's my newest mock draft Monday. Again, the anchor RB, the modified zero RB, the hero RB, whatever you want to call it. I really like this draft strategy if I end up with an early pick. I'm somebody that likes to pick more in the middle of the draft where I don't have those long waits. But if I end up with the 1-1, this is the strategy I'm probably going to employ. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more video content from us. Again, if you want to find me on Twitter, I'm at Evil Empire FF, and we'll see you guys next time.